Joining us now for more is Georgia Congressman and member of the Natural Resources Committee, Mike Collins. Congressman, great to have you on this morning. And before we begin, I just want to thank, first of all of our viewers, of course, but yourself and everybody in Congress for all your support. We couldn't be happier to be back on DirecTV this morning.
Well, and congratulations. Good. You deserve to be on DirecTV, and I'm glad you're back on as well.
Appreciate it. And it's nice to have you on, Congressman. So I'm wondering what the feeling is on Capitol Hill right now. Do you think that Alvin Bragg ultimately moves forward next week and indicts the former president?
You know, I'm not sure. We're focused on making sure that we get this federal government off your back. The small businesses, get them back empowered, get parents back into empowerment over their kids' lives, and make sure that China is not spying on us or in trying to indoctrinate our kids. So we've got a lot of things going on right now. As a matter of fact, we broke a record yesterday with 41 hearings throughout the day. So we've been quite busy.
It's been incredibly busy. The 118th Congress is setting records for hearings. Just your reaction to the CEO of TikTok on Capitol Hill yesterday. How do you think that went? I thought it was a good sign that hearing was so bipartisan.
Well, it was, and I think it was very telling. He never could really answer the questions that were being posed to him. It's obvious that we have a problem with TikTok. It's obvious that China is using that to spy on Americans, especially when you have Americans that are using TikTok at the pace of over an hour a day staying on that app. So, it's a way for China to not only just spy on us, in my opinion, but to also indoctrinate people on their propaganda.
Yeah, it was interesting. So 150 million Americans have TikTok accounts, but 40% of Americans, this is according to the Washington Post, say that they want a complete ban of TikTok in the United States. Do you think that could happen?
Yeah, I think we could ban TikTok in America, and it should be.
Okay.
It's obvious it's propaganda.
You're on the Natural Resources Committee. You mentioned energy. I wanted to get your reaction to this headline from Yahoo Finance saying that America has become more energy independent under President Biden than ever. Even besting levels reached under President Donald Trump, who championed fossil fuels. You agree with that?
Well, I think anybody that reads that, all you got to do is go down to your local gas station. You make your own opinion. It's obvious that the way the Biden administration has shut off all of drilling and making us energy dependent again has created this price increase on the fuel pumps. And we had hearings, and even if they were in our hearings, they would have understood that the problem has been that the Biden administration has cut off drilling here, producing our own energy, and making it harder on permits, and even with the NEPA process that we reformed, making it so that the federal government has to resolve issues a lot quicker than, say, 6-7 years, which is what they've been doing.
Congressman, I want to talk about the Trank Act. Before we get into it, I just want to note that for the first time, right now we are seeing more fentanyl overdose deaths per day, about 300 a day, than we are COVID-19 deaths in this country. Tell us about the Trank Act.
Well, it is, and now that act is going to help us research and make sure that we have the right medicine available for our law enforcement and our border agents, because they don't know when you get this fentanyl on your hands. That Trank Act Trank may be in the fentanyl now. As a matter of fact, it is.
Right.
And we need to be able to protect our law enforcement out there, if nothing else, because that is what they call the zombie when it's eating away at your skin.
Yeah, great point. Congressman Mike Collins, we appreciate you being with us. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate your time.
All right. Lots more coming up this morning here on Wake Up America.